According to different sources, human life was seeded on Earth prior to the arrival of the Anunnaki. A group of 24 extraterrestrials, also known as the Founders, have been considered the first to engineer human life on Earth. Phyllis Schlemmer's book, The Only Planet of Choice, talks about 24 heads of civilizations that work in collaboration with the Nine Collective. The Bible calls them the Elders, Council of the 24. These civilizations exist in physical form, and they have evolved to be overseers. They help other beings in their evolution and pass on information. One of these civilizations is called Althea or Altima. They were involved in the creation of Atlantis on Earth. The Althea come from a planet that is 50 million light years away from us, and they exist in a different velocity envelope, which is 56 times the speed of light. Schlemmer's book also talks about other civilizations that are part of the 24, like the Hoover, from which the Nazarene derived, and non-humanoid beings, the Ashan and the Aragon. In September 2022, Elena Danam published her book The Seeders, in which she also writes about the 24 founding civilizations. According to her information, 11 civilizations from the 24 have contributed their DNA to support human evolution. Over the years, 13 more extraterrestrial groups from our galaxy have donated to the human genome, but those were not part of the founders. Schlemmer's book also indicates that the 24 seeding civilizations come from distant galaxies, and they are not from our galaxy, the Milky Way. Elena Danan's information about the seeders corroborates with Schlemmer's book. Danan describes her encounter with an Altean woman called Una, and she also writes about the Hoover, Aragon, and the Ashai, among other races. According to her extraterrestrial contact Forhan, the group of the 24 civilizations is called the Intergalactic Confederation, and they are an advanced culture. And they operate as guardians, engineering and propagating life throughout the universe. Alex Collier has also talked about the Seeders, referring to them as the caretakers and founders of this galaxy. He has specifically mentioned one group that belongs to the 24 seeding civilizations, the Patal. They are highly evolved beings that exist beyond the third density. A French extraterrestrial contactee, Robert L., told about his contact with extraterrestrials belonging to an intergalactic confederation in French UFO researcher George Metz's 2011 book called UFOs in France. According to the book, in 1968, Robert was contacted by the Intergalactic Confederation and was asked to participate in a genetic experiment to seed human life on a different planet in another galaxy. He had agreed to participate and was taken to a base in the Himalayas. Robert was taken to a base in the Himalayas near Ladakh, a mountainous region in between the borders of China and India. According to Robert's description, the base was underground with only an elevator connecting it to the surface. The elevator was very well disguised and it went 1 kilometer or 3,000 feet below the ground. He described the base being very futuristic and equipped with advanced technologies such as holographic monitors that could be used to monitor distant areas such as his house or village. Robert described the base having 3 levels. He was allowed to move freely inside the base, where he interacted with human-looking extraterrestrials that treated him courteously. Robert stayed at the base until 1969, when he was returned to his village in France. After completing his 1 year mission in the Himalayas, Robert was told to remain silent, which he did for almost 40 years, and only disclosed the encounter in 2005. According to this information, the Intergalactic Confederation oversees life on planet Earth and works under supervision of the Nine. Robert testified in the book that the Intergalactic Confederation is responsible for overseeing the safety of life on planets like Earth.